Hey! Here we are, it's time! It's Wednesday! How's it going, guys? Do you like Wednesdays? I know I like Wednesdays. Why do we like Wednesdays? Because it's Shorts Review Day! That's it. That's the day. For those that haven't been here before, submit your short. Shorts.reviews. That's all you gotta do. Just submit your short and then it'll get randomly picked by this thing! This spinner! Easy enough. I just spin it and it randomly selects you. And you can see how random it is. See? Number 11. I didn't plan that. So, that's how it works. Okay? We got a spinner. It's very dramatic. Everything's awesome. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How's it going? Oh my god, I'm so used to saying Wednesday because of vidIQ. It was always my thumbnail review live streams. It's a weekday! Yeah, I always used to do Wednesday live streams. So, I already did this intro once before, and I didn't hit live. So I had already drawn somebody, Mike Raffs. So, we're just gonna get rolling with that. Alright, let's see here. Jump right
Deltarune
into
Chapter 5 might already have its location confirmed, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Everyone's saying the festival or something new, but I'm 100% sure it's going to be Asgur's shop, specifically the flower room. Quiet, emotional, and clearly important. But here's the big clue. In Chapter 4, Asgur finds a black shard, and we already know what those do. They can create dark fountains. So imagine this, he's alone, surrounded by flowers, and just stabs the ground. Boom, flower shop, dark world. And if that's true, then Deltarune.
Okay, as far as the editing goes, everything is so easy to watch. I love it. I don't know a fucking thing you're saying. I don't know anything about this game. But outside of that, I think it's really, really good. I think it's really, really good. You know, the thing that made me realize I wasn't live was when Here's Why YT said, I'm waiting until John shows up. And I had already been live for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, I'm not really live. So, yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, this, I'm cool with this, man. I hope that what you're talking about is relevant to the people that play the game. Let me see what your hook is like.
Deltarune Chapter 5 might already have its location confirmed, and it actually makes a lot of sense.
Okay, might already have its location confirmed. Maybe did I don't know how they drop these locations, but did Deltarune devs just leak the Chapter 5 location? Like, that's the way that I would spin it, because it's just a little more powerful. You know what I mean? Like, did they just leak it? And then people were like, oh shit, did they? Let me watch to find out. So, that's kind of how I would do that. Looking at the comments, it seems... I mean, it seems like everybody's happy with it. So, maybe you just go into a little more detail than is relevant to people. Let me see. I wish I knew more about the game, man. I could give you better advice. Let's see what this one is.
Is this guy actually Toby Fox? The answer is weirdly complicated.
I mean, that's a solid hook. I wish I knew what the fuck you were talking about. I don't know anything about Deltarune. It seems like you've got a good format, though. So, here's a little tip, and I'm going to leave you off with this. Go to bed. Here, go to Reddit. And then roll over to the Ask Reddit. There's like this little button, like right next to the search that says Ask. And then just click, 1 second here. I have to Deltarune. Yeah, so 1 sec. Let's say, like, what are the most asked questions about Deltarune? Deltarune. In the past week. Let's just, like, limit it. And then it'll give you like this breakdown of all these conversations that are happening about your topic, and you can go through them and see like why does everyone draw desks like that? I don't know, that might be cool. Bad takes. Ooh, Deltarune bad takes. That might be an interesting format for you. I love doing this when I kind of have nothing else to grab onto or when I want to try out new formats. And so something like this can really, really help, especially if you're looking for ideas. So, yeah, I'll leave you with that, and then we'll just move on to the next person. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. All right, the next person is... It's so dramatic. Number 16. All right, number 16. Let's see who that is. Crime cams. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Holy
Okay, maybe it's theirs?
Yo! I'm like low-key scared, bro. Hold on. Yo! Why you move?
Okay, it seems... It's not looking like it's their content at all. So... Yeah, so you just added subtitles to somebody else's content. I guess we know what that means.
I know how you kids like 'em sloppy.
Moving on to the next one. Do. Number 23. Let's see who that is. Number 23. What do you think about the hook? Does the voice feel too common? Common? Interesting adjective. I've never asked that about my own voice.
Astronauts stink, and there's a reason why.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because it's an AI voice. That's alright, though. That can be okay. Just depends on if the rest is AI.
Astronauts stink, and there's a reason why. In space, there's no gravity, no dripping. Your sweat has nowhere to go. It builds up on your skin, clothes, everything. 6 months on a spaceship basically means 6 months of sweat that never leaves your body. You can't escape the smell. Would you still want to go to space? Astronauts stink.
Okay, so... it's heavily influenced by AI. The only thing that could save this is if you came up with the idea yourself. But if I were to search on YouTube and find any other video about astronauts stinking and it actually performed well, maybe it got, 50,000 views or whatever, then this one will never perform. That's just how the conflict radius works. So, yeah. When I see something like this, I assume that you used AI to get the idea as well. Because when people do this, they don't want to do much effort, right? They don't want to put a whole lot of effort in their content. They just want it to be easy. And things that are easy are never worth it. So I'm just gonna move on. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Does the voice feel too common? Maybe it's just like the other AI voices if they're using it. What about the hook? Astronauts stink. It is interesting, but to be honest, to be truly honest with you, as soon as I see the alien, I wouldn't pick it out. But as soon as I saw that guy, I'd leave because I'd feel like no effort went into this. That's what we do here. We're just like, we encourage real creators to make real content, and this just doesn't meet that standard for me. A lot of viewers feel that same way, right? I'm not saying that you didn't put effort into it. I'm not saying that you didn't write it, but with an AI voice and AI visuals, you give that impression. And there's nothing you can do about that until you change something about this, okay? So I'm not going to hit you with slop, but I just want you to know, like, that's the state of affairs. All right, moving on. Doop-doop-boo. Number 15. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God!
I know how you kids like 'em sloppy.
All right. Number 29. My road? I don't know. It's a 0 instead of an O. So can you just tell me what I should do better?
Explaining a
I'm still learning voice mastering. Okay. Well, hey, at least you're actually doing something.
redstone component each day. Day 6. Today, the target block. The main use of target blocks is to detect if a projectile hits them, including arrows, tridents, snowballs, etc.
This is great, dude.
When hit, the block outputs a redstone signal. The closer the projectile to the bullseye, the stronger the signal.
This is interesting. Okay. I didn't know that you could do this kind of stuff until recently. Explaining a redstone component each day. Yeah, like when people build computers and shit out of redstone, I'm like, what? How? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so my suggestion on this would be your approach to teaching it like a professor or something. It's I don't know how exactly I would show the data that you're trying to teach or the information that you're trying to teach. But if it's just gameplay, it's a little difficult to not get caught up in that it's still a game. Rather, you're trying to teach a tutorial, right? But in Minecraft, that's difficult. So I'm like rambling as I'm trying to figure out what I would want to do here. But what I would say is the day 6 thing is not that great of a hook. Especially because I feel like I missed 1 through 5 and nobody in the shorts feed is going back to watch 1 through 5. That's just not how the shorts feed works. YouTube might give it to you, but it might give you day 4 and then day 90, right? And that's just, they don't want to belong in a playlist. And this, I always tell people when you do parts in shorts, it makes people feel like they missed something. And so they're not very interested. Whereas long form totally makes sense. They're in it. I mean, that's the expectation that they go in with. Like you don't jump into a podcast wanting a fast hit of dopamine and then you leave. You have the expectation when you jump into it that you're gonna put some fucking time into it. Like, it's the same thing with the shorts feed. People want quick hits of dopamine. So if you could explain something very fast in 20 seconds, and what I would recommend is looking at Blender tutorials and the way that they write their scripts, the tutorials in shorts. It's just like info, and like there's zero fluff whatsoever. And if you could pitch it that way, I think it would be really, really cool. As far as your text hook, explaining a redstone component each day, not as strong as a text hook about the component itself. Like, what's the result? Let me watch it real quick.
If a projectile hits them, including arrows, tridents, snowballs, etc. When hit, the block outputs a redstone signal. The closer the projectile to the bullseye, the stronger the signal, ranging from...
Okay, so I'm gonna say something that's like not as great, but if you just said redstone is just a target, or yeah, redstone is redstone target practice or something like that. A target is not that strong of a thing because it's not a tool you can use. But man, redstones have a hitbox ? Or the mysterious redstone hitbox. That would be something kind of more interesting than explaining a redstone component each day, right? So I would try to aim it just a little bit more at the mysteriousness of it, at people's dopamine. And when I watch Blender tutorials, they grab me immediately. Here's the result, and it's like a chain or something that's like swinging back and forth, and they're using simulation to do it. And I'm like, oh shit, how do I do that? And then it shows me how to do it. So really, maybe what you could do is look into the format you want to do. I mean, we could just go to Hook Bomb real quick, and I'll show you an example that I'm thinking of, and it might help you. So, oh damn it, I gotta log in. So stupid. One sec. I think it'll be helpful for you to see this though. Doop 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 boo. Crank up some music while we're waiting on my dumb ass. Okay, here's a preview. So, all right, so we go to gaming. It's either in gaming or tutorial. And I'm just going to scroll down to find a Minecraft. If you've ever blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one's pretty good. This one's good too. Here, let me show you what I mean. So, if you've ever niche activity, you've probably blah, 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 but you might not know. Like, it's just the way that they say it, but you replace the little words in the parentheses. So,
If you've ever gone mining, you've probably found one of these geodes, but you might not know that they're really useful.
so you could do, if you've ever come across the redstone, if you've ever played Minecraft, you've probably found a redstone, but you might not know. And then people are like, well, what might I not know? And the reason it's so powerful is because the data proves it. This guy got millions of views, how much? 20 million, because of the way that he said it. And so you can look at Minecraft in the same way, and you can say, all right, look, these are all really good Minecraft hooks, or you could go over to Roblox and see what they're doing and just replace it with the Minecraft info. And so that's what this hook bomb tool is all about. But it's for every niche. We have to add science and game dev. That's a new one. Science, game dev, and dance. These are this week we're working on those. But yeah, there's so many things in here. And I added a randomize button. And, well, I mean, I would clear it now, but yeah, I like the randomize button. Anyway, that's Hook Bomb. And if you just go through your niche, you don't even need the tool. You could go and search on YouTube for popular videos in your niche, or if you could think about it, the tool, you could select faceless or multi-niche, and these will also work in Minecraft. But you could search for games or tutorials on anything, and because that's what you're doing, and just kind of replace the words with what you're making content about. So that's what the tool just makes it easier to find the shit. That's really all it is. I made it for myself, but yeah, that's what it is. So anybody that's interested in that, that's hookbomb.com. You can get that. It's a one-time payment forever. And Will and I are smashing the data out every week. So I hate the subscription models. Can't stand it. So every YouTube tool right now is like, oh, here, yeah, sign up monthly. We're like, nope. All right, I got to move on, though. Let's do this thing. So, next one. Number 7. And then I have to refresh to add more. This one's Dino Shorts.
Knockout, but
All right.
if I don't win in 3 rounds, I delete my channel.
All right. Knockout. Got it.
Knockout, but if I don't win,
It's... Oh, okay. It says it right there. This is the... I've grown familiar with the game screen on Roblox. But what I would do, the very first video we watched, this one, Deltarune, if you notice, the way that they show things is very, very clean. And you don't have to do this, but it would make it a little easier to understand what's going on without all this background shit happening, right? So you say knockout, like my instinct would be to take this color, this gray, and fill the whole thing with that gray and just have the knockout game, and I wouldn't use I wouldn't put the subtitle there until knockout is off the screen. But that's just me. I like the drop shadow that you did. It would also give a similar effect if you just blurred the game in the background. That would probably make it pop a little more.
but if I don't win in 3 rounds, I delete my channel. Alright, let's go.
I hate giving Roblox advice because I know what works in the Roblox niche, and it's not the advice I want to give. That's just me being an old man.
Alright, let's go. Let me go for this guy. I bet he'll go here. No way, I'm dead. I'm alive. Oh, so close. Okay, I bet he's gonna try to kill the red guy. I'm dead. Please. Oh my gosh, I'm still alive. Okay, I'll take the risk. Do I win? Do I knock someone off? No, chill. Bro. Alright, second round. Let's see.
Okay. It's gameplay. That's cool. Did you start over?
I would have survived that. Damn it, bro. I think
Okay. Yeah, that is going to hurt your retention big time. So, you jumped into a format that kept you playing a really, really long time. Two ways you could go about this. Not do that format, or you could have cut the whole first one out. Since you win in the second one anyway, I assume that's why you did it. You win in the second one, so I know you're being honest, and you're building a little bit of a story with losing the first one, and then you win the second one. If you wanted to do both stories, which I like, basically how I would do it is I would find the most extreme dynamic conflicts that happen in the story, and I would feature those back to back, like, oh no, oh, it's like a compilation of things that are happening. And so you get through the story, smash this down into a 30-second short. Then it'll work. But if you felt like you weren't getting enough information out there, then I would just shorten it down to one of these games. And, 30 seconds would still really work. But because it's almost 2 minutes long, 1:40, people aren't sticking around that long. So that's the deal here with this. Yeah, outside of that, man, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. I mean, I'm glad to see real creators here. I guess I could throw one of these on. Woo! We got a real creator. At least they're not stealing clips and stuff. All right. Let's do a refresh. Did it that? Yeah, 60. Okay, let's spin it. Is stream clipping good? Nope. And if we catch you, you'll get banned. Oh wait, unless you can clip my stream if you want. It's just, if your goal is to make money or succeed on YouTube or whatever, it's not gonna work. I mean, you might make money from WAP if you sign up for WAP.com, but I just don't think it's worth it. I am all about the real creator. Let's see here. Oh, crap. Was that it? No.
Dog, how can I place water?
Ooh, that's fast. All right.
Open them and it doesn't flow. That's Cheeks physics. The same here.
All right. We got...
Dog, how can I place water? Open them and it doesn't flow. That's Cheeks physics. The same here doesn't flow. Open these doors, there's an invisible wall tickling the water inside. Lava makes this stone the feeling of my bone, but put it here and the grass just repels the lava. Now that's Cheeks, dog. Drop sand, anvils and pointy dripstone. Doesn't blow up. But oh no, one tiny arrow. Kaboom, it's exploding like a fat guy that ate too many hot dogs. Dog, how can I place water? Open...
Okay, I mean, I don't know. This is one where I don't really know how to help. It's performing well, right? Man, I gotta get this vidIQ stuff off here. There's just too much going on. Sorry, give me a sec.
Dog, how can I place water?
Okay, so, it's performing well enough, would you say? I was in the 4-figure view jail. Okay, then I got this 30K one, and a like 4 or 5 others, and then this one peaked, but it's losing momentum. Please help me know what I can change for the next one I make. It's not an AI-generated script. I don't think... It's obvious that it's not really an AI... Because you... Yeah.
Dog, how can I place water?
I mean, if it's your gameplay... So one thing to recognize is that Minecraft is like super saturated, and it's going to take something really, really special to stand out. When I say special, I mean it's going to take some human connection, and I'm going to need to hear somebody. I'm going to need to, I don't know, like I don't know much about Dream, but I know that he was a Minecraft YouTuber, and so when I would watch Dream or listen to Dream, I know that that's him and his friends, Tommy, they're all like having a good time, and it's this connection, it's this thing that keeps people around for hours at a time. I'm not saying you have to stream live, but to build a brand that succeeds in Minecraft now, it does take personal connection. And so a lot of these channels are just whipping out Minecraft shorts as fast as they can to try to get as many views as they possibly can, and they lack the brand build behind it. So if they don't follow through with that background and they try to build something more than just quick clips, then I don't think there's a chance to stand out in such a saturated niche. So when I watch this, I'm like, okay, it's fast paced. It might get the younger kids. Is it going to stand out in the niche? Probably not. It's an AI voice. It's like it's fine, right? Funny Minecraft physics, but that like it's been done before. I'm talking millions of times probably by now. So yeah, Minecraft physics that make no sense. If you want it to stand out and not change anything about the way that you go about it, then try to look into different formats or different things to make it about. But like I said, it's a very, very difficult thing to stand out in. Yeah, so hopefully that helps you a little bit. Ba-da-bow. Number 7. But that one was already taken. See, it's not supposed to do that. All right. Spinner again. Little mess up in the code. Number 58. Oh, one of the recent ones.
Here's a funny but kind of sad.
All right, we got a Roblox rant thing. All right, let's mute it because I can't have that song in the background. Sad YouTube fact about me. I'm monetized. I post... Oh, okay, that's not subtitles. Every day, somehow, I'm still zero money, like not even enough to buy a snack. Weird thing is I'm still here uploading. Okay, so, I stream every day to make long video. Hold on, I guess I could just toss this up. I stream every day and make long video with my face and voice, but I make short using AI voice. I use my own gameplay recording on my own script. Is there going to be any problem? I am monetized. I don't think there's going to be any problem, but I also don't know what you're trying to do. It's just, I mean, man, it's back to back. It's the same thing as what I just said with Minecraft. Except yours is just a little bit more slower paced, I guess. And that's refreshing in a way, but also it's just the same stuff as everybody else. So you made this thing about you, which is like a personal story. That's a little bit different. Honestly, I think that might be why it performed the way that it did, 29,000. But other than that, it's just such a saturated niche. I mean, I would just look for formats that people aren't doing. I wanted to see what the long forms are. Man, that is something that, you know what? I bet you got a bit of a future here with long form if you keep it up. The shorts are just like everybody tries to go for it, right? And you can see it now. 46, 70, 110, 70. They're just so easy to put out. Like literally people are just shitting these out. And so how do you stand out in it? It's all the same stuff. All the Roblox rants are the same. So how do you stand out? At least you're actually doing long forms with your face, and you are building that brand, man. That's great. That's the way to go about it. But just know it's still so saturated. It's going to be tough. Outside of that, yeah, I don't really know what else to say, man. I just don't think that I can help many Roblox channels, to be honest with you. If you do a format that people don't do, then you'll stand out. If you show something that people don't show, you'll stand out. That's it. But nobody does it. Nobody chooses to look for other things to do. So I guess that's where we're at. It sucks. But yeah, there won't be any problem if that answers your question. When I see these, I'm hoping that all the kids and stuff that do these Roblox channels, I hope they grow out of it, to be honest with you. That's just the old man in me, and maybe they will. How do I make the hook at the start? That's just put it at the start. But it just looks like clip content, right? So I don't know what you want. I mean, there's Trump there. I don't know what you want. You didn't send a link. So when I write, paste one YouTube short URL here, not channel link, and then you put the channel link, yeah, it just means you didn't listen. So we're going to do number 42. One YouTube short link. I don't understand how some people paste the title in there with it.
An average port day in Roatan, Honduras. Today reported in the beautiful Roatan, Honduras. We don't have a ton of time off the ship today, so let's see what this port has to offer us.
That's a lot of dead time right there. Alright, I'm not going to continue watching this. General thoughts, I edit my girlfriend's videos for her channel. Yeah, that's cool, man, but it seems like more of a long-form vlog. Nobody wants to stick around for part 1 of a travel video in the shorts feed. So, that's what I'm going to say about that, just because this is kind of, not the place for this type of content. Sorry! Do long form. That's my suggestion there. People don't watch clips of long forms unless it's live streams or podcasts, typically. So, if that helps, yeah. But if you are going to do short form, make sure it's its own video. That's usually the deal. All right.
Yo, that boy's...
This person says, I admit I was a little lazy with the formatting because I'm cutting up a YouTube video, and more effort doesn't always equal more views. Very, very true. But again, cutting up clips from, yeah, like, you got to do it right. So, however I can make this short better in terms of hook structure, style, is the viewer able to tell what's going on and keep watching. Okay. Asking all the right questions, by the way. Like, these are all real creator questions. People that actually want to get better. So, this is great. Let's see what you got. I got called a hacker in ranked. Okay. First, that hook, man, if you said the last guy, that last guy must have thought that last guy had to think I was hacking. I just added a new hook into Hook Bomb, and it, I love it because, hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me just clear it, most recent. Yeah, right here. So, this guy, he put this text hook on here. It said, bro sprinted at the last girl. And the whole video is just this guy, like, going up to girls and, like, dancing with them. Like, kind of crazy, but still. And I love that he put the word last as the text hook. Because with that word, last, combined with a compilation or a series of things happening, people will stick to the last one if the text hook was interesting enough. They're like, something is different about the last one. I have to see what that last one is. And so that's the secret right there, that text hook. So, yeah, an unexpected action on the last thing, as long as you have a sequence of events. Anyway, that's a free hook from Hook Bomb for you all. I really love the last thing. So if, like, that last guy had to think I was hacking, then it's like, oh, shit, I wonder why. I wonder what happened to make him think that. I'm not saying this would work for this specific video, but it's something to keep in mind for the future. Okay.
He not a cheater, bro. He cheating on fucking rank like this shit's for money or something.
I am not
He ain't
cheating.
that fucking good.
I mean, since I'm not cheating, I'll take that as a
64
compliment.
and 33.
I'm also on PC, so mouse and
Literally
keyboard.
killed me with one shot on one of the points.
Okay. It is a good hook. Okay. You had me in there because I'm like, oh damn, there's some serious drama going on here. I really do like this. First, let's back this up a little bit. Your approach here with the top and bottom cut out, like, if you're gonna do that, leave it blank. This is too much. There's no reason for this, right? All this does here, let me test this out here, is get in the way of that crap. And so this is just kind of a mess down here now, right? Because you have all these subscribe. Actually, I probably should slightly move that to. No, it's fine. It's fine where it is. But yeah, the subscribe and the title and all that stuff, it's in the way, right? Nobody's going to read that thing that you got going on down there anyway. Might as well just leave it blank if you're not going to do the full short vertical format, okay? So, I don't know. Somebody said refresh the wheel, but it is refreshed now. Weirdo! Anyway, so yeah, if you're not going to do the full vertical, like, at least leave that part blank, and then the top up here, totally fine for leaving your text hook up, especially if it's got that last word in it. So that's really cool. And then I'm always a bigger fan of using full vertical, but it can't really be done with this, right? The only other tasteful way to do it is to not be faceless, right? Have your face. So yeah, just get rid of that bottom thing. Anyway, your hook in the beginning starts off as like there's some drama between this person and you. So the way I would do it is, yo, this person's fucking cheating, man. You're like, no, I'm not. If you can, cut your audio up, just slightly push your audio off of his. I know this is a little more intricate of an editing technique, but it's how I would build the story. And so you have this thing going on, and then you cut it to the beginning of the story. So you're showing everything that happens, and you cut it. And when you cut it, it needs to happen at like second 5. So there's a lot of stuff that happens between second 0 and second 5, and then you're back to the beginning of the story at 5 seconds. Then you continue the story up until it hits. And I would recommend that be around 30 seconds for something like this. I usually say 30 seconds. People go over it, people go below it. It's totally fine. But the point I say, or the reason I say 30 seconds is because y'all need to learn how brevity works in your content. It's really, really important to cut out anything that doesn't add to the story. And it takes practice. I still have trouble with it. It's difficult to cut out the things that you think are good, but the easiest way to know when they're not is just to show it to somebody else and ask, hey, when did you get lost? When did you get bored, or when did you get confused? Those are huge. So yeah, I could see this being like a 30-second short. You start with the drama, then you reverse to the beginning of the story at around 5-6 seconds, and then you continue the story until the end. But it would be easy to know, or it would be easier to figure out if you had the word me next to your text or whatever. And then maybe the word douche next to his would be kind of funny, but that's up to you. Anyway, yeah. So that was a little confusing. I didn't know which one you were, right?
Cheating on fucking rank like this shit's for money or something.
I am not
Ain't
cheating.
that fucking good.
I mean, since I'm not cheating, I'll take that as a compliment.
64 and 30.
Anyway, it would be really dope if you actually had the audios separate so you could edit them more intricately. But yeah, hopefully that helps you a little bit. That's what I would do with that type of hook. It's like the story reverse hook, or preview of a story. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to turn on my air conditioner. It's getting warm in here. Okie doke, I'm back. Have you guys ever had this crap? It's like 30 grams of protein with yogurt. Tastes like yogurt. Okay. Okay, let's roll. On to the next one. Number 63. This one's called Choose IT. And what they said here, first of all,
This man would.
bro, I'm copy pasting shorts like. Hold on, I gotta record this. All right, this person says, bro, I'm copy pasting shorts like just translating shorts from one language to another and uploading it. I'm currently stuck at 30k view jail. What do you suggest I do for the pets niche? What do you suggest I do for the pets niche? Stop stealing content. That's what I would say.
I know how you kids like 'em sloppy.
What you're doing is stealing. That's what that is. I can't stress this enough that you're just stealing content. You translating it to another language is nothing. YouTube already does that. What are you doing? What are you offering? YouTube doesn't care what your channel is doing. I would delete your channel. That's what I would do. That's my advice to you. Delete it. You know what? Actually, I recently had somebody to do this to my content. They just took it and translated it to Hindi. You think that made me feel good? Jesus, people, come on. Why be lazy? Just create your own fucking content. Number 17 has been picked. Number 46 has been picked. When I was doing the code on this, I told it to remove the stuff, but it didn't work. I vibe coded it though, so that's why. All right, we got star player VV.
This man was injured, so he just.
All right. Let me mute that fucking song. Okay, this isn't really it's just gameplay, right? So, yo, can check my views. They all flatlined around 1 to 2K. All right, so if your shorts views are flatlining around 1 to 2K, it's YouTube just testing your content on different audiences to see who responds. But I will say that if this is all you're doing in your content, nobody's really going to respond. YouTube knows that. YouTube probably already tried this on Brawl Stars audiences, but because there was nothing really of value to offer with this content, they didn't watch it anyway. So that's what's going on. It's just you're not getting enough engagement to even pass the 2K mark, and that's what's happening. So, yep, that's it. Hopefully that answered your question. I'm sorry, dude. There's nothing else to really say about it. I just work on adding value to your content, like making it have a point, maybe talking or building a story with it, something along those lines. Because just gameplay, it's not going to cut it. There's millions of people doing the same thing. It is what it is. All right. Number 37. Okay. I'm not gonna read all that shit.
Because when he saw this cashier almost died. Because when he saw 5 teenagers running towards his store, he had no idea something scary was about to happen.
I couldn't tell if they were running just running normal.
All right. So they said this video has a bunch of numbers, 30K numbers. Any reason you can see why? This is the second time I've re-uploaded this short. Okay, there's a mistake too. It's different from the first one. Oh, it's very different. Then it's not re-uploaded, right? I changed the aspect ratio, the voiceover, color grading, captions. None of this makes it transformative, so it's not identical. Has been re-edited differently than the original. That's not what transformative is. First time I uploaded it was in December, and the second time this March, so around 3 months. I first linked to original if you'd like to see changes. No, I mean, it's not, what you've done isn't transformative enough to necessitate views. Basically, this story is already on YouTube, number one, and so you adding your watermark thing and AI voiceover and subtitles, like, do you not watch my channel? Do you not, I'm not the person to submit this type of content to. Like, you guys have to know that by now. This is just not the type of content that I help, because it's not worth helping. It's just not going to succeed. There are channels out there that have succeeded in the past, but YouTube is curbing all the low effort stuff. Basically, what I'm saying is you have skills to edit. That's great. use them to edit your own ideas, your own content, because taking other things from other people, it's not working anymore. That's not it. A lot of gurus will say, take shit from TikTok and then reword it with ChatGPT and then put it on YouTube. Do whatever you want. It's still not going to work. Like, make something new, something original. Like, do people not have original ideas anymore? Goodness. All right. Let's move on. Bow. Son of a bitch. Wow. Number 4. Okay. At Just Clips. I gotta say, I don't have high hopes.
Watch this old man attack.
Bam.
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Now it's getting cold in here. Number 74. Perry X, I've seen you. I think you're in here. Please tell me you make content.
YouTubers who did voice acting.
But I have so many other powers. Maybe we could use some of those too? Like my awesome mashed potato powers!
Yo, I didn't expect that.
That's the assessment of men who know full well how crazy it sounds. It's a real surprise to hear that.
I bet the abominable snowbag likes all types of music. If only I knew where to find them.
Yeah, he kind of randomly turns into a monster sometimes.
Buddy!
Okay. Hold on. Didn't we... Okay. So, I was looking to see if there's any footage of them actually doing the voice acting. Like, you're kind of doing more of a very tiny, short documentary of how many YouTubers who have done voice acting. Which is cool. Like, it's fine and all. I don't know how much of a demand there is for this kind of thing. Like, really, I think the idea is fine and all. It's just, okay, let me approach it with what I think. Like, this is how I would feel seeing the content. Let me just...
This code's real slippery. YouTubers who did voice acting.
But I have so many other powers. Maybe we could use some of those too? Like my...
Yeah, the next one should have happened at 5 seconds to keep my attention. I'd probably leave by now.
Awesome mashed potato powers!
Yo, I didn't expect that.
That's the assessment of men who know full well how...
Okay, who is that?
Yo, I didn't...
Was it also Dan TDM? I'm just saying, like, you should probably get through these a little faster if you want to keep people's attention. Because by the middle of the first one, I'm like, do I really care enough? So that's kind of how I feel about it. But, like, I think it's a really cool idea. You kind of have to roll through it faster. And that's it, right? I don't mind the editing at all. It's just attention stuff. You say, my channel got monetized, thanks for the motivation, but after monetization, my views suddenly went 80% down. Some people use the term dip for it. Do you know what it is? I see people saying dip all the time for their AI slop content too. So don't get caught up in like what people call shit. Yeah, when you got monetized, now I see it. When you got monetized, YouTube took a look at your channel and saw it's all repetitive content. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. You have a format, that's fine, but you have to expand on your format or try new things. If YouTube has any hint that you could automate this, which just looking at it without watching anything, it looks automated to me, then yeah, that's what you're dealing with. So it's cool that you're monetized, but now it's time to move on. Now it's time to try other things, okay? So just, I'm sorry, but you got to. You gotta. Don't look at this as like, oh no, now I'm done. Like, you got the skills, man. You got the skills. Like, follow the dopamine is what I tell people. Sorry, I didn't show that. But this is what it looks like. You just got to follow the dopamine. Follow what the next thing that you find interesting, okay? You might be asking, like, I don't know what my channel is then, because this is all I was doing, and it might feel that way, but with shorts, it's so easy to just pivot into something. Right now, you're a pop culture shorts channel. That's all you gotta do is talk about more stuff pop culture. That's it. A lot of it's voice acting, sure, but YouTube's not gonna box you into only voice acting shorts. There's really no super packed in audience that demands only voice acting stuff. If they watch that, they're more open to just general pop culture in general. So yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit, man. All right, let's move on to the next. Yeah, damn it, I really should have grabbed that air conditioner remote. Give me 1 second. Wherever the BR. All right. Number 23. Scary Cosmo Facts. What do you think about the hook? Does the voice feel too common? Oh, wait. Sorry, we already did this one. I remember the common question. So let's refresh and spin again. Look at it go! Number 31. Okay. It's called Goal or Miss. I bet you it's a soccer shorts clips channel.
And I got a bump. Goal or miss? Would have scored, but for an extraordinary block. It was a great recovery as well. Goal or miss?
Interesting. When I see stuff like this, I think, man, I'm gonna cross the line here, but when I see this, I think somebody asked themselves, what's the least amount of effort I can put into content to not break the rules or to get monetized? And so I might be judging you ahead of time, but this is just clips with like a tiny little bit extra. There's like no commentary, nothing. It's just like, how do we turn somebody else's content into a game? And so it's different when it's like soccer anyway. You're not hurting any creators, so like you're not stepping on my toes. But I just want people to put more into their stuff, you know? I don't know how to help what you're doing here. Let me look at the rest of your channel though, because you're going to get hit anyway with repetitive content. Like, even if you were to monetize this, you're going to deal with the same problem that Perry did, right? Perry, was it Perry? Or Platypus? Yeah, Perry. Because you'll get monetized, they'll take one look at this and be like, wow, there's not a whole lot of effort going on here. I don't know where to point you. When I see this, I'm like, I don't know what you're into. I don't know what the goals are for you on YouTube, but this is just one of those things where I'm like, it's like the pick the door niche. I just don't think there's a whole lot of effort into it. You know, I know that sometimes people really put effort into stuff, but the originals always put a shitload of effort into it. And so those are general creators to me, but then when it's so easily mimicked by AI, it becomes another thing. So maybe the pick the door niche is something that I need to rethink. But yeah, this just seems like I can't help this. I'm so sorry, dude. I appreciate that you love the content, and that's what you said, and I appreciate it, but I just don't know how to help you here. Okay, I guess I gotta move on. Sucks, man. It sucks when I suck. All right.
Did Timothée Chalamet just ruin his chance at an Oscar? Let me explain. In a recent interview with Matthew McConaughey, Wonka himself...
Oh, no. There we go. I almost hit the wrong button. Yeah! Okay.
Did Timothée Chalamet just ruin his chance at an Oscar? Let me explain. In a recent interview with Matthew McConaughey, Wonka himself was talking about the fight to keep theaters alive. And in the process, he compared movies to ballet and opera, saying this.
Okay, so, what's really gonna hurt you here is if you're not the first to it. I'm gonna watch your whole thing to see what else you added. I've heard this story maybe like 10 times. Malcolm, I'm sure you saw the same one that I did, if you're still here. Yeah, it's... there we go. Yeah, he's still here. Yeah, so, I'm gonna watch it. I just want to see what else you might have done.
And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, you know, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore. All respect to the ballet and opera people out there. I just lost 14 cents in viewership.
Now, a lot of people are seeing that clip without the full context. And to be fair, even with the context, it still kind of comes off as a backhanded remark.
Okay, this video should be over by now, okay? I'm saying this, the clip of him saying the thing could have been cut into 3 separate parts. He says the ballet thing, he says he throws shade for no reason, like he starts the 25 cents thing or whatever. Like, you could cut it into like 2 or 3 small little chunks that he says, but the people clapping and everything in the background, yeah, it's like you showed the entire clip, but you should have cut to speed it up. And so by like second 30, whatever your take is on this should be over. But I will say, this is what people are saying, but they didn't have the full context. You did add something new here, so let's see what that is.
And to be fair, even with the context, it's
don't need to say that. To be fair, even with, like, nobody cares, get to it.
Still kind of comes off as a backhanded remark towards these traditional art forms. But there's at least some value in what he's getting at. This idea that movies, and especially the theatrical experience, are becoming more niche, with cinephiles and connoisseurs becoming the most reliable audience. But ironically, by making that comment, he ended up alienating the exact kind of people who still care deeply about preserving art and showing up for these experiences. So what does this have to do with the Oscar?
Okay, I thought context meant there would be more context, not a deeper dive into what he meant.
A lot of the Oscar race is momentum.
Okay, so you have separate things that you're talking about in one short. So keep in mind, when you're doing a short like this, make it 1 point. That's all you got to do. But now you're going to Oscars and stuff like that. And that's not the Timothée Chalamet controversy explained. Like, that's just... Yeah, you're talking about... This almost seems like you're trying to incorporate a lot of long-form information into a short. Don't do that, right? Here's what I would do. A lot of people have seen this clip. Bam, that's it. All right, then you show him saying the thing about ballet. But what people don't know is there's more to the story. Bam. Okay, there's my hook. Now I've got a viral short. But you have to add something else. And the reason I set it up that way is because the next thing that you add is going to pull you away from the conflict radius of everybody else that's talking about this situation. I watched this story on 3 different channels. They all said the same thing that you did, except some of them were like they had more clarity to it, right? You have a different reason for wanting to talk about this because you talk about cinema, and yeah, that's great. But yeah, hopefully everything that I just said made a lot of sense to you. Imagine this in 30 seconds, and it's only about what he said and another thing, like maybe something that people are missing, and then you'll have a viral short. I'd also get rid of this Cinemajors thing at the top because nobody really needs to watermark this. It's like you're right there, right? Everybody can see your channel. Okay, let's just all right, you know what? Let's we're gonna do Q&A. Cool. Hashtag question. That's what you gotta do. Hashtag question, and I'll answer that question. Maybe if it's good enough. If it's not, then I won't. But you will appear right here where that person's talking. Cool? Cool. All right. Ask away. Are you related to Chris Pratt? No. No, I'm not. I get that a lot. Way more than you'd think. Every stream, typically. At least back when it was, back in vidIQ, I always get asked that. What do you consider AI slop? Something that's made completely with AI, but I don't really consider AI slop. I consider low effort slop. And a lot of AI content is slop, but not all slop is AI. So just keep that in mind. When it takes a little effort and little creativity, there's not a whole lot of a human element involved. That's what I consider slop. But not all AI is slop, just to be fair. What do I do? What can I do to create a viral short? Oh, I missed it. Just keep watching. Question, what kind of shorts would be for cozy living channel with longs? I don't know what that means. I don't know. I would look up cozy living shorts. I'm not sure what that is. I know what cozy games are, but I don't know what cozy living is. What's the best strategy for people making Let's Play content in 2026? Honestly, I think it's the combination of clipping your most awesome, dynamic, energetic, funny, hilarious, scary moments of your stream and going all queso about it and just putting it online, right? Just make clips. Have a shorts channel, have a longs channel. Your longs channel can be your live stream channel if you're doing it on YouTube. But yeah, I'd separate them. Honestly, I would. That's the future, though. That would be my strategy if I was doing Let's Play content. All right. If you submit your channel to the stream, do you have a chance to get picked? Yep. Yes, you do. What do you think of animal, dogs, cats, niches? I think a lot of people rely on other people's footage when it comes to pets. So, bad. I hate them. That's why. But if it's all your animal and you're doing a lot with your animal, love it. Great. Original. Awesome. What do you think 3D is a good and long-term way to... Do you think 3D is a good and long-term way to build an audience and maintain views? Long-term? I guess it depends, right? Because I have a 3D channel, Hey John Scott, got millions of views on it, and it's nowhere near building a long-term community type thing as Creator Rant is, because there's not a whole lot of value behind it. So you can build subscribers, but they'll only want one thing from you. So if you're okay with that, then yeah. How are you, John? Will the times for streams change? No, they won't. Sorry. Do you think the 3D is a good and long-term way? Oh, sorry, I just answered that. Oh, it's because I don't have it refreshing. Sorry, I gotta skip this damn song. After a while, this one overdoes it. It overstays its welcome. Okay, how do I convert long-form vids to shorts successfully? Could you share best practices? I don't think there is a way if you're not a podcast or a live stream channel. If you want to do it and you're not either of those two niches, then you need to make shorts specifically for the shorts feed. It's very rarely is it done well unless people are making shorts specifically for the shorts feed, because they go in with the knowledge that this is one small piece of content and people will enjoy that content and they'll move on. But if they're focused on making a long piece and they're like, oh yeah, well, I could turn this into a short and turn that. That's why I think all these AI clipping tools are fucking bullshit. They don't help anyone. Find somebody that they've helped. Show me next stream. Sorry. Anyway, so if you're one of those two niches, then, yeah. Sorry, I'm grabbing the wrong one here. What niche should I do if I'm making a new channel, faceless with medium editing? Take a look at that video that I made that goes into the niches. I can't remember what it's called, but Will definitely knows. How to beat the new shorts jail at the end, I think. I think that there's a way. Maybe it's the algorithm. I can't remember. Get your shorts views back. That's what it is. At the end, I dive into how to find your niche. But you're probably not going to like the answer. Next short will be animation heavy, but will be 20 seconds, a good length, or too short duration-wise. There's no perfect duration. It just needs to end when it's done. That's a that's a difficult thing to explain, but like, if people are so focused on, I have to make it, I advise people make it shorter, because then they have to think about all the fluff that they have to cut out, and it helps them in that direction. But if I come across a seasoned creator that has 50,000 subscribers and they've been doing pretty well with their shorts, I won't give them that advice because they already know better. So that's why I always say, like, shorten it to a lot of people. But to this question, there's no good answer for it. 20 seconds is not a perfect length. Nothing is. It's just, it depends on what the story is. Sorry. I can't, in good conscience, say yes or no on that. Why do shorts with good retention and low swipe away still underperform sometimes? Every short, every channel has different variables to consider. And a big issue in the John Scott Discord is we have people rolling in there and they say, hey, here's my percentages, here's my swipe rate, this should go viral, why is it not going viral? And the reason that nobody can answer that is because the data that you're looking at only applies to your channel. If you were making millions of, if you were getting 1 million views per short or whatever, your average view duration would be kind of low because there's so much more people. There's like let's do it, thumbnails, right? You have 1 million views on a video, your thumbnail has a 3% click-through rate. Then somebody comes along and they have 50 views on their video, they have an 8% click-through rate. Which is the better video? Which is the better thumbnail? Clearly the one with millions of views. But if you look at just the data, you would think that it's the worst thumbnail, but it's not. That's just how sample size works. That is one of thousands of variables to take into consideration of why data doesn't work for other channels. So your metrics only really matter for you to judge yourself against yourself. But when somebody comes and they say, hey, look at my swipe rate, I have to ask 1 million questions. Like, did you delete a video right before this? Have you ever had a copyright strike? Have you ever had a copyright claim? Have you had multiple uploads? Is your IP address fucked? Like, just all these little different things that could matter. Does the content already exist on YouTube? If it does, how much of it are you copying? Are you in the conflict radius? Are you not? Like, you could get a great performer, but it also already exists on YouTube and it won't give you a chance. So nobody can really answer that question accurately. It's best to just use that data to judge against yourself and learn from your retention graphs where you should stop talking. I guess that's the best way to go about it. Okay, I missed one here. Yeah, and Derek's in there telling people, yeah, your analytics don't matter. It doesn't. It sucks. Every day we get hundreds of people rolling in saying, hey, here's what I got. They get into this habit from all the other gurus saying, this matters, this matters. You go on Reddit, it's the same thing. And I'm like, dude, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because people say, well, then why does mine underperform? Then you can't answer it, right? So it's better to just, like, stop fucking talking about it. Anyway. Is AI generated intro good to catch people if I do faceless? No, it's not. Let's just say no. Are skeleton AI videos slop? Yes. Yes, they are. They're done. It's over. It's fucking done. It was done like 3 weeks ago when I was showing everybody the 60 skeleton niche channels. Because if you go into those gurus that are teaching about skeleton niches, saying, hey, this is printing money, all the comments are like, mine didn't work. Yeah, they didn't work because they're fucking lying. It doesn't work. The people that did it first, it worked for them. And so, yeah, you can use that data and said that it does work, but it's not going to work for you. Anyway, that's the deal. Sorry. And then it's the same question. Are skeleton niches AI slop? Because I create them. Yes. Slop, slop, slop. How to get over 30k jailbreak. I'd watched that video that I made called Shorts Jail something. How I finally got out of Shorts Jail. I believe it's this one right here. This one should help. But since you... Actually, yeah, good luck. Okay, alright. Let's do we're gonna do VIPs, and then we're gonna get back to the people, okay? So, let's put up the timer. And for those that don't know, the VIP section is in our Discord. As such, you can see it right here. It says unlock announcements. And basically, what you get from VIPs is you always get picked on these streams. So, we've only got one submission, and it's Olivia. Let's take a look. All right. Olivia. Oh, and also every Saturday we have a meeting. We hang out.
Did you know that if you want to sell something, you have to let people know that it's for sale? Well, I clearly did not. Let me tell you a little story.
1 second. I think my bandwidth or something is... Oh, it's probably because I just opened Discord. I got like a million things up right now. Let's just close all the things. All right, here we go.
Did you know that if you want to sell something, you have to let people know that it's for sale? Well, I clearly did not. Let me tell you a little story. In October of 2025, I crocheted this black cat ear.
Is that my computer, or is that just how the video is?
Useful thing that I crocheted. Today, I made a hand mark.
It's definitely my computer. I'm so sorry. It's just a little funky. There's not much I can do about it. Not sure why it's happening. Sorry about that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could close Photoshop. That would probably help. Damn it, Photoshop. Always in the way. All right. Sorry, Olivia.
That if you want to sell something, you have to let people know that it's for sale? Well, I clearly did not. Let me tell you a little story. In October of 2025, I crocheted this black cat ear beanie. And then I set it aside because I'm gonna take the product photos later. Fast forward to December, 2 months later, I found the hat. And I was like, oh, right, I made this. So then I took some product photos, didn't post them. Fast forward to earlier this week. It's now March of 2026. March 12th, I find the hat again. And I was like, oh, right, I made this. Then it took me another 2 days to actually post the hat on my Etsy. So now we're at March 14th. 3 days later, this hat sold. I made this hat 5 months ago, posted it this week, and it sold 72 hours later. Not me getting in the way of my own bag for 5 months. So yeah, you have to post the thing for people to buy the thing.
True. I'm wondering if it's the timer that was causing that. That's like the only thing that changed.
You know that if you want to sell something, you have to let people...
Sure was. Weird. My timer is like a .mov, this thing. And so when it's on...
Know that if you want to sell something, you have to let people know...
Interesting. Okay, that's something I'll figure out later.
Want to sell...
Which sucks because I have like a 3-minute one and a 5-minute one, just in case. But... whatever. All right. So you said I posted a longer short, 60 seconds. Oh, I guess that's not going to work. I posted a longer short, 60 seconds, and it didn't perform as well as I'd hoped. I shortened it as much as I thought I could while having the story make sense. Okay. So honestly, I think the problem with this one is that the story just isn't grabby enough. Like you say, did you know that when you're selling something, you actually have to post it online? I already kind of know what the end is. Right? It's pretty obvious where you're going with the story. And when you got people in the shorts feed that are just scrolling through, if you give them even a little bit of a hint at the ending, they won't waste their time. They not even waste. It's just they won't give you their time because they're like, all right, I already got the dopamine from that. They already got their fix from your content. They know exactly what it is and they move on. Really, that's it. I mean, it's just the setup on this one. Everything you do is awesome. It's just a storytelling issue.
Did you know that if you want to sell something, you have to let people know that it's for sale? Well,
yeah, that's it. It's just not the greatest hook, and it kind of ruins the story at the end. So, yeah, I guess that's it. We're jumping back into the normal short stuff. Thank you for submitting. It was nice to have a VIP up in here. All right. Let's do a refresh and spin it. 114. Wow, number 88. That whole section is like empty. This is called R6 Sus Clips. How can I make people see the vid for longer? Well, if it's not yours, you can't. But it might be yours. Let's see. Okay, all right. Dude, I'd remove the word clips out of your name, because that was that definitely made me think, all right, this person's stealing content. All right, let's tear this one apart. I don't know what you want. You're not saying anything. I mean, I get it, but it's just like, all right, joke, move on. So if you want people to watch for longer, you have to like assure them that value is coming. This is just kind of like immature, jokey behavior, meme-y stuff. So they get it from like the first 2 seconds. I would try to focus on adding more value to your content. That should do it. All right. Number 1? What? Okay, alright. They said, can you compare my videos with Geographier and Histrify, please? I'm assuming those aren't misspelled, and that's just the names of the channel. Good God. So, I have to look at other channels like this to see why this one's performing bad. Come on. All right. So here is the original. I had to turn it down because it's god awful. Let's just search this. Countries now versus then. Okay, this one tells a story. I can immediately tell that. So there is war happening here. There's a song, there's some lyrics going on, and it looks like the US overtakes this map here. Like you can see the US involved. So immediately there's a story being told. And it's, yeah, all right, now there's like a verses going on here. Yeah, like there's a story, whereas yours is what now? Yeah, you're showing a bunch of stuff that people can't grasp. 3.5% of the world, 13 years. How, like, people can't watch it, especially when you're, like, jumbling it around anyway. Like, nobody's gonna be able to see this. They can't understand it. And so the reason that this one performs well is they visually tell a story, whereas you're like, here's some fucking text, here's some fucking text, here's some fucking text, read the fucking text. And it's like, nobody can, right? It's just not gonna work. So that's the problem there. I mean, it's very obvious comparing it to that one. So I can look at the other one, but I'm assuming it's gonna be very similar. 406,000. Let's move it back off of the... Let's go popular. Evolution of Russia. Let me turn it off. Turn that down. Okay, so this one's a little more simple, but I gotta tell you, like, all right, now things are changing. It was zooming into certain countries and showing different things. It's telling a story, though a little lazier than the other channel, but at least I can understand what the hell's going on. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. I'm glad you submitted though, because you're putting effort into it. So I'll give you this. And just keep it up. Like, just work on making it tell a story visually and stop trying to give people seizures. Let's go for another one. Ba ba bow, ba ba ba. 107. Pianicam. I think I remember this channel.
How old are you?
Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm not going to read the text first. Let me see if I get it. So, if you are able to guess the song, then you're 20%, or you're that old, I guess. So if I understand this song, I'm dead. I guess I get it. How old are you? Oh, okay, so, yeah, there it is.
How old are you?
Why would you not satisfy the viewer at the end? Why would you not close the loop? That is so annoying. So it's like people stick around to find out what happens at the end, and then you're like, nah, that's it. Like, come on, man. That's rude. Outside of that, I guess I get it, but also it takes so long to get through the whole thing. You have sown so much curiosity in this one. It had to, like, this is so interesting already, but let's see what you said. I mean, I assume it did well, but let's see. The short blends both formats I do. A quiz structure, quiz, with synesthesia. Sorry. Synesthesia is a different thing. Synthesia, following note visuals, instead of just showing me playing. I hit 1.4 million views in 8 days. Percentage, blah, 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 blah. Also, I have over 33 million unsubscribed views. That's a good thing. How can I best leverage the high retention and massive unsubscribed viewership to convert more viewers into subscribers? When it comes to making Shorts viewers subscribe, I've never made them. I've never forced it. It just kind of happens. Shorts viewers are the easiest to subscribe. Honestly, no matter what you do, I think you're going to be seeing this data because you're so popular, because you're doing so well. YouTube, the reason you're seeing so many unsubscribed views is because YouTube is showing it to that many. Like, YouTube says you deserve it. Most of the people in this chat are only dealing with subscribed views because a lot of them are repetitive content. A lot of them YouTube doesn't want to show to people because of certain reasons that we cover here a lot. Yours, you're just that good that you're going to see a lot of unsubscribe. And no matter how many you get to subscribe, that number will not change because it'll just keep giving you more and more, right? So don't expect you to get better at that. Just know as long as if it seems like you're really into the data. So if you're watching your subscriber number go up at a certain pace and then it flatlines, then you can start to worry. But until then, I mean, it's as long as it keeps going up at a solid pace, just know that YouTube will continue to give you this chance. Yeah, as far as this goes, because I'm old, I didn't immediately okay, I guess I understand it. So there was no confusion really. It kind of got me for a second, but then this thing, I don't know. I don't know what I would do here. Yeah, I mean, clearly it worked for you. How many views did you get? 1.4 million. Yeah, so a lot of people weren't pissed off enough, or they were, and they commented, hey, why'd you do that? What's that last song or whatever? Maybe you did that on purpose. If so, you made me say it. I mean, if anything, that's some brilliant engagement bait. But yeah, hopefully that clears up the unsubscribe number, though. It probably won't change if you continue to put out this good of content. But yeah, thank you for... I did want to subscribe to you, actually. I want to keep up. See what you're up to. Everybody subscribe to Piano Cam! Woo! All right. Ba-da-dow! Number 43. Why is this video not in millions with the stats I have, 98.2% swipe rate? Go back in the stream. Oh, it's just ranking shit. Yeah, people don't care, right? That's why. It's just not good content. For anybody that wants to see why I said that. Also, here. Yeah, 650,000. What are you... Hold on. Well, I judged it too soon. Let's see why. Okay, so it's just a ranking channel. You're upset that it didn't get into the millions of views? That's why? Why is this video not in millions with the stats I have like this? Because I guess it's just not good enough. 98.2% swipe rate isn't good enough to get into the millions of views. I guess. Or 98 to 2% swipe rate. Or YouTube has realized that you're just making ranking shorts and it stopped giving you a chance. Which could also be the case. And it looks like that's the case with all these new ones. 1,000, 4,000, 19,000, 1.5 thousand. Yep, looks like you got caught. So, best of luck to you. Number 104. This crap got like too warm. Once it gets warm, it's like, yeah, maybe I don't. Okay, so this person asked me 2 questions that can't be answered. How many seconds should my shorts be? And how many times a day should I post? And how to improve? Well, that one I can't answer, but we have to see it first. How many seconds? There's no set second. Let me just take a look, and I'll tell you what maybe yours should be, but there's no like set number, and there's no set amount of times you should post per day. I just saw somebody on Reddit yesterday saying, but aren't we supposed to post twice a day? Who the fuck is telling you this? No, you don't have to. You're wasting a lot of time that should be going into quality. If you're tired, do this with me for 30 seconds, okay? It's gonna be tough sitting down. So, this is, I don't know. Here, how many seconds should my shorts be? I don't know if this is I'm so sorry, guys. So, now you understand why I was doing that. So, I don't necessarily know if this is the best format for you. It's just, you're doing a couple... okay. I wouldn't zoom in because people are also interested in what's going on up here with the format that you're doing. But I don't think this is the best short format anyway for you. Let's take a look at fitness format real quick. There's the don't know or are late. This is HookBomb. This is a tool I developed to make it easier to find formats that work for your content. Hookbomb.com if you want to check it out. We're going fitness. Or wait, I changed it. It's health and fitness. That's right. Okay, so let's just take a look at a few formats that work for here.
This leg workout only took me 45 minutes.
That's, okay.
Low volume, high intensity, let's go. First up.
Okay, so you don't have to do that, but this only took me a certain amount of time. This workout only took me a certain amount of time. You could say something like this cardio exercise... Yeah, well, this cardio can take a certain amount of time. Sorry, I was trying to think of the specific thing that you're doing. Maybe this isn't the one for you. Give me a sec. Yeah, that was a good one. Instead of this, do this. I'm just wondering if... Okay, this one's all right. You don't even have to say anything since it seems like you're not talking anyway. So the hook here, there's a text hook for those. I should explain how this works. There's A, V, and T here on this tool. There's 3 types of hooks. There's audio, there's video, and there's text. And the best, most valuable, or most viral videos, they usually hit all 3 with the triple hook. But a lot of them, like Faceless, they might not talk, or they'll do, just like a text hook. I mean, I got like a little filter up here. You could hit Faceless and then only show the ones that would work for Faceless. But yeah, so when I say T, that's the text hook. And so his says no space, no problem. Whereas yours, the creator I'm talking to right now, the niche constraint would be, are you tired? No problem. Like only 5 minutes, or all you need is 5 minutes, something like that, because the second part of this is only 1 meter squared needed, whereas yours, it's an easily attainable goal. So you think, okay, what's easy about this? They're tired. What's the easy thing they can do? The niche problem is tired. Easy thing, 5 minutes. 5-minute workout to wake yourself up, right? So tired, no problem. This only takes even 1 minute, might be better. So that could be a format that would work for you. The reason I'm saying you need a new format is because I don't know how many people are scrolling through shorts feeds looking for exercise routines to do right then and there. That's usually like a long form thing, right? They're looking for more information if they're looking for health and fitness on the shorts feed. So that's what I would do. I would look for more educational type health and fitness formats, and it can be super simple as somebody could be asking you a question like, what's the biggest cause of fatigue? And then you can answer. That's what that one does. That got 6 million. 1 second. Let's I'm looking for another one like this one. Instead of this, do this. So
instead of placing,
yeah, I like this one. Hold on.
The dumbbells on your knees like this, do this. Instead of getting the dumbbells into position like this, do this.
So it could be even simpler. Like instead of sitting like this, and you got the X that appears on screen, you don't even have to do the coloring parts of the body or whatever. You could just stick a big X over the way that you're sitting, and then you could be like, do this, and like it's a different posture. Or instead of doing push-ups like this, do this. And this is just such a simple format that people can grasp, and it doesn't matter what you do. Like as long as it follows the format, wrong thing, right thing, wrong thing, right thing, it hits. It does. And it doesn't matter if it's health or fitness. Anything educational will work. And that's why we call it the multi-niche. When you pick this multi-niche thing and you just go back to all niches, any of these will work for anything you do. And that's how you really stand out in your niche, because a lot of people aren't looking for this type of content. So anyway, that's how Hook Bomb works. But yeah, like even this is beauty and fashion, but this could work for health. Let's see.
You get acne because you don't wash your pillowcase every 3 days.
Okay, you're tired because you don't do blank every blank, right? That's it. You experience niche pain point because reason why. And so yeah, that's what I would do if I were you. I would look for a different hook format that works in the shorts feed. Okay, it's a lot simpler than it sounds, but I mean, you don't need the tool even. You can just find it on your own, just searching through your niche. But if you are interested, hookbomb.com. That's it. I guess that seemed like an ad, but I didn't mean it to seem like an ad. I'm excited because it works. All right. Oh, number 20. Going back. Y'all see that Justin Timberlake thing? That was crazy. How do I scale from here, keep the views more consistent? Also, would you go for more in real life content, or would you keep doing the content I'm doing right now if you were in my place?
Never missed a shot. You would think that Mbappe or Holland would have the most goals, but they don't even make the top 5, because Ronaldo would have the most goals with 5,228. Messi would score 4,139.
Yeah, okay.
What if footballers never missed a shot? You would think that Mbappe or Holland would have the most goals.
If I were in your place, by the way, this might seem like it's John hates this type of content, but he's at least doing something transformative with the clips, right? He's posing a hypothetical question. Because it's just clips, like I would probably find a different way to show it. I would probably like make a graph or a demonstration and like combine it with the clips, or like pointing something out. But I guess I just put a little bit more effort into the visuals. That said, he's transforming it. He's pitching this hypothetical what if. But if I were you have the what if format. You understand how it works. I would cut the speed down a little bit. You started jumping into the numbers that like people don't care about that stuff, right? Make it as simple as possible. But like I did before, I would jump over to Reddit and see what people were saying about football or soccer, depending on if you're American or not. And it's as simple as going to Reddit and clicking ask. And all you do is just ask, like, what are the most asked questions about Ronaldo today or whatever. And it'll show you a bunch of conversations. The most popular conversations are the ones that you might want to make content about. This is like a superpower to getting ideas, right? You got your formats from Hook Bomb. You got your ideas from Reddit. I say go for it. All right, let me move on. Yeah. I just when you say what if these footballers never missed a shot, I don't think it's as powerful as something else could be. That's why I say maybe it's really in the ideas, and then shorten them down to like one point of value, one thing that you want to say. Number 71. 71. This is called Rank TV Official. Odds are there's a certain button I'm going to hit here.
Top 5 glitches that broke internet.
I've uploaded this video, haven't got any views. This happened with me. A few of the videos, some of the videos are getting good reach, but some are not. Yeah. It's not your content. You're just doing ranking stuff. Ranking niche doesn't... You're not adding anything to it, man. Sorry. When people say, but I edit it, but I add subtitles, but I do this, it's still not your content. So...
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Sorry. This isn't the stream for you. I want to encourage you to create stuff, but at some point, like, I can't just keep saying the same things over and over to everybody. It sucks. Sometimes you just gotta jump in our Discord and ask other people.
Did you know that there was a game created by Clever Media back in 1997 called the Urinal game?
Suggestions. I would show it more than, unless this is the actual game or something. Hold on.
You can't walk away.
Did you know that there was a game, the right urinal to maintain the unspoken rules of male social distancing? Interestingly, this silly game has actually been used in university sociology courses to teach students about...
Okay. I'd show more authentic things about this. Like the AI imagery is like one thing that kind of takes me away from it, because it seems like you're trying to show the game in a fake way. And so there's no difference between your B-roll or whatever you want to call it and the actual game. So it's kind of easy for me to tell what is AI and what's not now, but
where you had to,
because you're trying to make game aesthetic and then you show another game, it's a little confusing. One thing to pay attention to is your overlay. Your captions should be up here, because otherwise those captions are going to fall into the subscribe button and all that crap, and it's all going to get in the way. Also, the little squares, that's annoying the shit out of me. All this like tiny little negative space going on in between the, like, just make it one square. Like, that is, I don't know. I just can't deal with that. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe that's something that you're trying a style or something, but I don't know. It hurts my brain. Outside of that, I think it's a cool idea. Maybe it's just something to get across a little clear, like...
Did you know that there was a game created by Clever Media back in 1997?
The problem is, I don't know who the fuck Clever Media is, so why do I care, right?
Called the Urinal game.
I don't know. I don't care yet.
Where you had to pick the right urinal to maintain the unspoken rules of male social distancing. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pitched in a very boring way, which it could be done in a right way. Like, a lot of people don't know, but there was this game back in 1997 that taught dudes where to pee. Holy crap, that's a hook, right? But because it's like, did you know that there's this game from a company that you have no idea back in a date that you probably weren't alive in, where it taught people about social distancing that didn't exist back then? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's, you gotta think of it. Try to adjust your perspective in a way that would make you want to watch. Like, one of the easiest ways I find to do this is just to observe what gets my attention and what I skip through. And once I skip past something, I have to ask I don't do it anymore, but this is how I got into the habit. I'd ask, why did I skip that? And I'd start writing down all the reasons why that didn't keep my attention. And then at some point, I got so used to doing that it became my job. and now I do this for you guys instead. So like you could get the same skills as me easy by just observing what you watch and what you don't watch. It started with thumbnails for me with vidIQ. I would observe what I click on and why, and what I don't click on and why. And eventually you just kind of understand. And then the other way to go about it is to ask people in the Discord, like, does this suck? Why? Why don't you want to watch it? Why did people stop watching? That sort of thing. So, yeah. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Cool. Okay. All right, let's see what this person has to say.
Your game's not that good. I bet you can't even make the chicken run and jump. Don't call my boy a chicken, his name's Jerry. Now, some of you might think that this is not a big challenge, but I have never done pixel art before, and it's my first time using Godot, so believe you me, every moment spent doing this is torture. So after spending an eternity on making the animation for running and jumping and falling, and then figuring out how to make that work with my code, Jerry is no longer sliding, even though I kinda preferred that. But Jerry can now run and jump on the world that you all built, and don't ever tell me again that I cannot do something, because I'll do it and I'll cry while doing it. Your game's not that good. I bet you can't even make the chicken run.
That's right. We got a real creator up in here, guys. it's this that
don't call my.
I feel like it brings life back into the stream when I get one of these. Like, oh shit, somebody I can really help. It's just effort, you know. It's refreshing. So, let's take a look at the hook again and see if there's something I can actually help. Yeah, usually I'm taken aback when it's something that clear effort went into. I'm like, oh damn, I actually have to be serious about this one.
Yesterday we
I need to I need to cry.
Yesterday
Your game's not that good. I bet you can't even make the chicken run and jump. Don't call my boy a chicken, his name's Jerry. Now, some of you might think that this is not a big challenge, but I have never done pixel art before.
Man, I really love how simple your pitch is. Like, I can see everything. Like, I'm not distracted whatsoever by anything. Everything is so simple. So, the game is shit. I bet you can't even make a chicken run and jump. I think it's fine. Let's see what your question is first. The question is overall advice on how to return to this channel without guaranteeing the death of it. I've had a similar situation before, and after coming back and posting many videos, YouTube never picked up on the channel again. Well, let's take a look at the deal here. 8,000 views. Okay. So there's only so many videos. Did you like post this and then stop making them? Is that when? Let's see when this one was posted. That was August 2024.
I bet you
2024. This is very recent.
I'm making
so 2024. So you just posted one video. Or two videos. Why is this in 2024? Oh, okay. Dude, all right. So you haven't posted anything yet. This was from back then. Okay. So, my advice on how to jump back into it, you have to jump back into it. But I will say, you'll have a significant advantage over the Shorts feed as a game dev. Because you clearly put effort into your storytelling. And, dude, this stuff really stands out now. Because everybody just wants to take clips and make AI bullshit and do lazy stuff. And you're going to stand out. I suggest just jumping back into exactly what you're doing. I like the comment interaction angle. If you're still making the same game, especially, that's really cool. There are going to be some other game dev hooks on HookBomb if that's something you ever want to get. But if you're in the Discord, there's another game dev in the Discord that that I'm adding stuff to HookBomb for them, but I'll send you, or I'll at least say, hey, you know what? There's a John content thing in the Discord. I think it just says John Shares. That's the channel name. and I'll say, for all those game devs, here's a couple shorts that I found that have formats that you can try. All right, I'm gonna put those in there this week. So just make sure you join the Discord. I'll show you exactly where to look. Right up here, John shares. And sometimes I show people creators I'm watching or whatever. I'll put them up there as I'm adding some to Hook Bomb. So yeah, but my advice is just to jump right in, man, because you already have a huge advantage over lazy asses. So just jump in, man. The water's warm. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Did that work? Number 37. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Okay, number 37. I think that one's already been grabbed. That one's definitely been grabbed because there's like a. Never mind. Okay, this person.
Minecraft Bedrock Edition has experienced one of the biggest downfalls out of any game in history.
Click below to see full video. This caption alone at the top would make me not watch the rest of this. Because I'm not here to watch long-form videos. I'm here to watch short videos. So if you're being straight up and honest about this being a little trailer for your long-form video, people won't watch it. That's just the deal. Like I said before, using clips from live streams and podcasts really work, but to get people over to your long forms, like, it's very, very difficult. So I recommend people just making shorts, like make a video that's supposed to be a short, because that will get you the most results in the shorts feed.
Been played by millions is now currently being dropped and quit by thousands. But why? Why is everybody hating on Bedrock Edition so much right now, and what's actually causing these issues?
The other way to go about this is to take your long form video and cut out everything that doesn't matter and make it a short. Because that technically is a short for the shorts feed. You have a beginning, middle, and end of your video, and you have completed whatever curiosity loop you created. So yeah, there's my advice. I'm rapid firing here so we can get through a bunch of people. Okay, let's spin again. Spin, 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 spin. Nope. Spin again. 85. Number 85, Daily Wildlife. That's what this one's called. Let's hope it's original.
If you touch a cat's neck...
Nope. Moving on.
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Number 24. Shorting bad. Bop, 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 bop.
What if Walter White never killed Crazy 8? Imagine Walt in that base.
1 second.
If you touch a cat's neck, it can suddenly freeze. There's a strange...
Yeah, okay. It's just the same type of shit. All right.
But instead of choking Crazy 8, he sets him free. Crazy 8 walks out knowing Walt's name, his family, his school, and that he can...
For a second, I thought you AI generated this scene. I realize what scene it is now. But I thought for a minute, like, he was in his kitchen, like, cooking stuff with him, like, as a part of the family. Oh my god.
The purest meth anyone's seen. Now Walt isn't the dangerous one.
I am in danger.
Crazy 8 can rat him out to the DA, force him to cook, or have him and Jesse killed to save face. No legend, no blue.
Okay, you said, what if... Or you have reviewed one of my shorts before. I've made changes, but views won't cross 4K. Please suggest more changes. First of all, I wouldn't make a part 2. I'm not going to watch a second one. That's not how the shorts feed works. Like, just Make it one video. Make it just a piece that people can like. Maybe they'll subscribe. But the 99.9% of people are going to do one of two things when they see your video. They'll either scroll away or they'll watch to the end and scroll away. Okay? That 0.0001% might go to your channel. They might watch more stuff, but that's 0.0001%. Okay? Everybody, please understand that. That's how the shorts feed works. Okay? Cool. All right. Yeah, so parts, they don't really work very well in the shorts feed. And then the concepts. You know what? I'm not so drawn into the concept. If he never killed Crazy 8, it's kind of funny, but maybe it's the lack of energy to it, because like we all have our hypotheticals, our thoughts or whatever, but maybe just a little higher energy on getting through the ideas. And then Crazy 8 did this, and then this, and then and then this would happen to Jesse, and then what would happen to Walt Jr. Like these are the, like, the more outlandish the idea too could help. So hopefully that's a couple things for you to roll with. Hold on. He said, no, I mean, it's a different what if. Both are not connected. Well, then why? This doesn't matter. It says part 2 at the top. That's turning people off. They see part 2, they think, oh, well, I missed part 1, so I'm leaving. Understand? Nobody's sticking around for this because they missed part 1. So when YouTube shows this, as soon as you upload it, people are going to be like, oh, I missed part 1. I'm not sticking around. Okay? Stop putting don't do your shit in parts. That's the deal. Just make it one. It's one, okay? No more parts. No more parts. Man, I cannot find this damn... There. Nope. 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 That's me. It's in timer. There it is. Okay. All right. Moving on. Nope. Spin again. Number 64. Matt Ditz 4K. All my 40 shorts on the channel were stuck at 30K. My shorts are better than 99% of people in my niche. Before I even watch, I just want you to see this. Out of all the success I've ever had on YouTube, I have never had this attitude. Never. I've never thought my shit was better than, like, I've never approached things with, oh, well, mine's better. Dude, if people aren't watching it, it's fucking not. Accept that, okay? There's something going wrong with your content. Don't be a victim. Just get better. Yeah, anyway, there are a million people that do the same shit here. So you use clips from other stuff that, I mean, I'll give it to you. There's some editing to it, right? But it's still like, how many people have used the clips like this? You're not doing anything that people haven't seen a million of already. I'm sorry to say. Oh, I didn't even show you. Anyway, yeah. This, here's the start of it. It's like, that's some solid skill right there. But it's just, it is what it is. But I will tell you that if you're better than 99% of the people in your niche, either nobody cares about your niche or you're wrong. Okay? A little bit of honesty for you. Number 118. Holy shit, it's Derek.
It was 109 degrees when I opened the gate, but instead of grass, it was all giant ragweed, and I'm allergic to it. The owner had just finished building this house when he learned he was facing stage 3 cancer. Now, it may be hot, but someone who had been through the same fight reminded me exactly why we do this. The front yard was finished with rock, but to save money, he left the backyard bare, and in just a few months, the weeds grew so thick, his dog couldn't even go back there to use the restroom. I started mowing, but the growth kept clogging the deck, so I had to make multiple passes just to knock it down. Each pass left mountains of clippings behind, but if you don't pick them up, you're only doing half the job, so I raked the entire yard by hand. It was...
Man, that was satisfying as shit.
109 degrees when I opened the gate, but instead of grass,
You standing in all the shit is so good. I gotta say, there's a cadence, like a tone of your voice that reminds me of another creator that builds fences, and it's so freaking satisfying. We gotta give him it. Gotta give it to him. Woo! Perfect, man. It's so good. Too long, yeah, too long for the millions of people that watched it, I guess. Anyway, let's move on. This one is number 94. Ba-ba-bam. This one is... I dropped from 1 million views to around 100K and below. But it says Roblox, I bet.
I like her more.
Fucking immediately.
28.
So yeah, it's honestly, when you hit this high of numbers on Roblox, it just means like, yeah, the niche is saturated and you just might not be at the top of the game anymore, but there's usually nothing I can help when it comes to that. So best of luck to you. Just keep creating Roblox content. Some of them will do well, some of them won't, but it is so freaking packed. Not much to do. Usually when it's like lower, when they're getting lower views, it's a little easier to be able to tell what's going on, but it won't be helpful to you, whatever I have to say.
Why does everything feel exciting at first and then kind of fade? That's dopamine. Your brain rewards new things way more than familiar ones. So when something becomes predictable, your brain basically says, got it, what's next? That's why you keep chasing new things. Not because something's wrong with you. Your brain is just optimized to explore.
Okay, all right. So, a couple things. First heat, for everybody that knows, I'm completely new to YouTube. Any advice at first glance? When I think of inside a car, I think of this raw aesthetic that is either like, it's usually advice type of content, whereas yours feels more educational. Like when people are sitting in their car and they're talking to their phone, it's like a heartfelt, or it's emotion driven, right? Whereas this is more fact-based, education driven. And so I would recommend more of showing some B-roll over it too, like your brain, and then here's a graph showing your brain and like what it's doing, right? You're on CapCut, so I don't mess with CapCut. I usually use Premiere, but you could use DaVinci. It's free on your computer, and you could get some pictures and kind of learn a little bit more editing, and that would help a lot. Just because it's based in education. And then on top of that, I would look for a way to say the interesting thing, the hook first. So, let's see.
Why does everything feel exciting at first and then kind of fade? That's dopamine.
Why does everything... Hold on.
Exciting at first and then kind of fade? That's dopamine. Your brain rewards new things way...
Okay, so why does everything feel exciting and then start to fade? And then you don't have to... Well, you can say it's dopamine, but like try to think of how to hold the best piece of information until the end. The way that you've structured this it's not the greatest hook. I'm going to look for a hook just to give this a better idea. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Let's roll into education. And... This one would work in your niche. Like, the reason most people suck at blank is because, like, that's a solid hook. Because you're kind of opening up like, wow, most people suck at this. I got to know why. And then, of course, the B-roll, you can show people doing a bad job. Like, here's an example of it.
The reason that...
About your brain or brain activity. So the reason most people suck at niche activity, the reason your brain sucks at keeping things exciting is because blank, right? And then you continue to explain the dopamine process. And then this video would give me the idea of show someone doing a bad job of niche activity. So in your instance, it would be show a person struggling to maintain interest in their hobby or something along those lines. And really, I really wish I had known this when I started looking into YouTube that the data was already there. The puzzle was already there. I already had the pieces. I just wanted to lay my picture on that puzzle instead. And that's really like the secret to going viral is you start learning what works. You can look at these people's hooks and say, okay, how do I make my hook like that? Or how do I make my information into that hook? And once you do it for so long, then you'll say, fuck this tool, I know what I'm doing now. And then you start writing your own because you know how psychology works. And then you just become an amazing viral creator and you don't need any tools or anything. And so that's the ultimate goal, right? But yeah, that's what I would do. I would study hooks and build curiosity to the last thing you're gonna say, like the reveal. Always hold something back until the end. Like that's the big secret. That's the big secret, man. Okay. Anyway, I just restarted the feed. Had to refresh. It's still delayed. No, it's not. Audio. It's fixed. Sorry. Audio is fine. I don't know. Some people are freaking out. Anyway, that is hookbomb.com, that tool. And I have to roll because it's past 5. I got some other things to do, but I'll be back on Wednesday, 3 p.m. That's the deal. That's when I'm always here. And that's what we do up at Creator Rant. Yeah. All right. Till next time. Okay, now I'm learning.